we've just got no money to strengthen in January. There's nothing I can do. Hello? Oh, hi Derby County, what's going on? Yeah, Kadeem Harris is available. 5.5 million. I tell you what, sold, he is yours. Dirk, take training, will you, mate? I'm going shopping. We have breaking news this evening out of Sheffield Wednesday as the club announced 3 new signings following the departure of Kadeem Harris to Derby County. Now, for more on this story, we crossed live to local reporter Ernest Topbottom. And Ernest, what can you tell us? Thanks, mate. Yeah, 3 new signings, as you say. Winger Gustavo Meyer joins on loan from Barcelona. The other 2 signings are defenders, with John Suter joining from Hearts in Scotland for 130k. And also joining is David Carmo. He joins from Portuguese club Braga for 2.5 mil, potentially rising to 7.5. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 2, Episode 6 here at Sheffield Wednesday as we try and win the Champions League for the club for the first time. And today, we're probably going to be embarrassed. It's going to be a morale-damaging game versus Manchester City in the second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. We are 3-2 down after the away leg, so you never know. Maybe we could get ourselves to Wembley this episode as well if we want to be positive about it. And then we host Liverpool in the league, and that could get ugly as well. But the big news, as you've just heard, is that we have gone shopping. Kadeem Harris went off to Derby. And can you believe they paid us £5.5 million for the honour? Which is absolutely outrageous money, and it's meant that we have been able to go shopping. So the first thing that we did is we looked to find a replacement for him, a good quality winger, and we've done that in Gustavo Meyer here. We can see we're paying a little bit of a fee every month, but we're not paying any wages. That's because the wage budget is essentially maxed out. A B- signing that says by the fans. You can see here potentially very, very good. Even at 3-star, he's decent enough as it is. And this is what we've got. Very, very good physically, a good pacey winger. Good dribbling, good crossing. I mean, he's better than Kadeem Harris was, and we've got, we've got 5.5 million to go with Kadeem Harris as well. So that was excellent. We can see here he has never actually played for the first team in Barcelona, has played in their second team, and was doing okay this year before we loaned him in. So hopefully, as I said, hopefully it's going to end up being a successful signing for us, that one. But I think the big signings here are also what we've done at the back. Now, Carmo has come in. This is, I think, a potentially very, very good signing for us. We've paid 2.5 up front for him. We had to really stagger the deal. You can see after appearances and after we avoid relegation to make sure he get this across the line. But we've signed him from Braga in Portugal. He's an under-21 international. He has, you see there, could turn out to be a potential bargain. A powerful centre-back. And this is, I think, the partner for Worrell in defence. Very good jumping reach, strong in the air, not the slowest either. Just a good all-round solid defender with room to improve. So I'm hoping this is the first player that we've signed that is genuinely Premier League European quality. So hopefully that'll sort of play out too. As I said, 2.5 up front, and we'll see how we go from there. But yeah, I think potentially he could be very, very good for us. And the other player we signed is John Suter from Hearts. Now, this guy is just a good, solid defender. He can play right back, so he'll act as sort of backup for Iorfa once he comes back from international duty. And I just think he's a good, solid defender who hopefully won't let us down. Scottish international, of course, plays at Hearts. His contract was up at the end of the year, so we were able to get him quite cheap. So yeah, I think that will work out okay for us. He can't do any worse playing right back than Matheson or Darnell Fisher are doing. So we'll go with this and just kind of see where it takes us. And hopefully, as I say, he will be a solid, reliable defender for us as well. So that's everything caught up on. There is still a little bit of time to go in the January window. In terms of finances, we've got a little bit of cash to spend, a little bit of room in the wage budget for this year. Next year, you can see we're already overspending. But I'm hoping that if we stay in the Premier League, we should get a bigger wage budget. And if we don't, we'll have to sell off some of the big wage earners anyway. They all have relegation clauses, so they'll all be moving on in likelihood anyway. So I'm not too worried about next season as of yet. Now, there is one game to catch you up on since last episode. That was an FA Cup 4th round tie against Brentford. Well, let's go see how we did. The only goal of the tie came midway through the first half when Hannibal crossed for Patterson. Oh, now don't get me wrong, these cup runs are absolutely brilliant, but what I wouldn't give for some of these wins in the Premier League. So there we go, we are going into the next round. It was a decent performance from us, to be honest. You can see XG says that we were the better team. They had more shots, we had more on target, and well, we got the only one that went in the back of the net. So that is all excellent news. There's not much else to say, really, is there? Now, in terms of the next round, we have got our draw, and we are going to be playing Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home. So that's going to be tough. Another Premier League team. Of course, we'll probably win that and then lose to them in the league, won't we? Because that seems to be the way that our season's going right now. Quick update of all the competitions. We can see that if we scroll down, Wolves are in mid-table. That's, of course, our next FA Cup opponent. We are 4 points clear of the relegation spots. We have a game in hand, and that game in hand is against Watford. That is already shaping up as almost game of the season stuff, isn't it? But, of course, we have our second leg of the Carabao Cup first up here. Then we go to top of the table Liverpool with a goal difference of plus 46. What could possibly go wrong there? But let's have a look and see what we're doing here in this semi-final game. Oh, if we can get through this. And here we go. We can see Manchester City. We're expecting a 4-3-3 from them. And this is a team that we're sending out. We will get a chance to have a look at some new players here. Now, John Suter has got a minor knock, so he's not available. So I think he has a flu. I was going to say, I think it was actually an illness. So he's not available. Worrell and Matheson are both cup-tied for the Carabao Cup. And Meyer has also got a little bit of an injury, but it's not nothing too serious. So that is sort of the injury news. So this is the team we're sending out. It is Wildsmith in goal. It's Finley and a first look at Camargo, a ball-playing centre-back. Oh, I hope he does well for us. It is going to be Darnell Fisher down the right, so that's not going to end well, is it? It's going to be Luongo as the deep-line playmaker. Hopefully we'll be doing through balls for our players this episode. Penny will go as the left wing-back. Colquitt, Tonali and Bo Said in midfield. Tete and Shanklin go up top. It's a strong team. It's just about our strongest team, I'd say. Aorfa is still away with Nigeria at the Cup of Nations, so he's not going to be back for this episode in all likelihood unless they get knocked out, which I don't think is going to happen in the next few days. So, there's nothing else to say. Oh, Dawson's injured as well, which is fine. It just means that Manelli's on the bench. I don't think he's actually had a game for us yet. So hopefully it doesn't start today. Okay, so we can see the lineups there. I'm not sure who that goalkeeper is, but otherwise it looks a fairly strong side, doesn't it? I mean, we kept ourselves in the tie in the first leg, so you never know what could happen here. We're huge underdogs. Let's show them what we've got. Yeah, I think I do actually like that. I mean, the chances are, you wouldn't expect us to get through against Manchester City, especially over 2 legs. And, yeah, well, you never know. You never know. That's why they play the games, isn't it? So we can see the way that we're lining up there. First look at Carmo, which is exciting. I'm hoping he'll be a good player for us. Let me know what you think of the signings. Yeah, I mean, hopefully this is the last time we'll see Darnell Fisher in the side. I am trying to look to sell him on, even if we can just get our £1 million back. I'll be more than happy to send him back to the Championship or wherever it is that wants to take him. He just hasn't worked for whatever reason. I just can't get a song out of him. Maybe he'll come out now and play a man of the match performance, and I'll tell you what, I'd take that, but it's not, I think it's going to change his fate. João Felix with a shot there. That is, well, not in any danger of troubling Wildsmith, and ends the highlight. Let's give him some encouragement here. Now, of course, there is no away goals in the Carabao Cup. So that means we're going to have to beat them by, well, 1 goal for extra time, 2 goals to go through automatically. I tell you what, if we can go to extra time, I would take that now. You get the feeling that, well, I mean, it's all been Manchester City so far. Luongo's there. Foden dribbles past him. Another shot from distance. Are they just finding their range, or is it a sign of desperation? Let's go with desperation. That suits us better, doesn't it? Here we go. We've got a throw. Shanklin has it. He goes back for Penny. He gets the cross in. Tete is there. Can't quite win it. It's down there for Tonali. He has, oh, looking for the little through ball. Can't find it. Carmo goes back. In your own time, mate. No pressure. Oh, Jesus. That's fine. We got away with it. Luongo. He goes long, looking for Shanklin. It's headed down. Tonali picks it up. He goes wide, looking for Penny. Can Penny play in Shanklin? He can. Tete's in there as well. There's so many. Oh, it's a good ball in Colquitt. He found space. We found him, and he couldn't find the back of the net. That arguably should have been 1-0. Colquitt, that could be a huge miss, and to not even hit the target as well. If he'd hit the target, he scores, doesn't he? But again, promising signs. That floats over Fisher because he's useless. Come on, Darnell. Do something useful, please, mate. There we go. He has. It's hit him. I don't think he knew much about it, but here we go on the break. Bo Said has it. He's got Shanklin through the middle. He looks for him. He can't quite find him. And here we go with Bernardo Silva. Colcutt is there, but can't get a tackle in. City look to build from the back again. Can we get a tackle in there with Penny? No. Come on, Colcutt. Do something, mate. You owe us for that miss. Tonali there, lurking. Here comes City. Fisher, do something useful, mate. Oh, Tete's doing a wonderful job. Ball forward. There's no one really there. Shanklin goes to try and put a bit of pressure on. There's the ball forward. Walked it in. Oh, what a finish that is from Lukaku. They've just caught us a little bit cold there, haven't they? But it's a stunning finish from Lukaku. Finley has drifted a little bit too wide. I mean, there's the centre-backs, it's the Red Sea, isn't it? And, well, you can't really blame Will Smith. I wouldn't say he's necessarily that out of position. And, yeah, well, now we're 1-0 down. Now we need at least 2 goals. And that, I mean, we scored 2 against them at their place, so you never know. But that's going to be tough, isn't it? Of course, another goal, and it would just about all be over. Fisher is actually doing okay, isn't he? There's another ball in. Can we get in front of that? We can, and it's a quick 1-2 punch, and that, I would dare say, is just about that. Fisher's, he's done well there. He has done well. Ball in. We've got in front of it there, and, well, unfortunately, Will Smith went after the first shot. It just didn't bounce for us, did it? It ricocheted straight out to a City player, and they've made us pay there a little bit. Let's try a no-pressure shout. Hopefully we're not going to go down 3-0 here, and that's exactly what's happened as Laporte makes it 3-0. There was always a risk this could happen to us, of course. Tonali's not having a good game in there. Penny's not having a good game. I think the next position we need to look to upgrade in is a better defensive left-back. Penny was obviously superb at championship level. He's not the worst at this level, but the problem, of course, is defensively he's not quite there. Look at that. We had 2 decent chances, didn't we? We didn't take either of them, and we've paid a price for that. Well, we've got to, I think, we've got to be a little bit annoyed at that, don't we? It wasn't good enough. There's a lot more to come from you boys. I know you can do better than that, and well, let's see if we can see it in the second half. We're pretty much playing for respect now, aren't we? If we can win the second half, that'd be good. Tonali is not having a good game, and I tell you what, it might be worth trying to keep him fresh for challenges ahead. Here we go with Bo Said. What's he got for us? Penny's trying to get forward. Shanklin's with him. There's Shanklin. Shanklin, he sticks it in. Is he onside? We're going to have a look. I think Shanklin might have gone a little early there. It looks like it is. And, well, that's a little bit disappointing. I don't know that he needed to hold your run, hold your run. Yeah, he has. Maybe a little bit of credit to the defender who just broke stride, didn't he? And caught Shanklin offside there. But positive signs if you're being positive. Let's get Hannibal on for Tonali. And keep Tonali fresh for challenges ahead. And let's see what we can do here. Hannibal does have a habit of popping off the bench and grabbing a goal for us, so you never know. Of course, we need 4 of them, so that's unlikely to happen. We'll give them some more encouragement here. Who else do we have on the bench? Who's not playing well? I mean, nobody else is really stinking the place out. Shanklin's only playing a 6.3. We could look to bring Patterson on for him, but I don't know if we want Patterson and Tete up top. That doesn't seem like it's going to end well. Another flick on. Fisher has done brilliantly well. Again, it's just fallen for Manchester City. It's just not meant to be, is it? I mean, it's 4-0, which is obviously not ideal. But everything in the box that could have broken one of 2 ways, it's broken for Manchester City here. And, well, it's not going to be Wembley, is it? That could Mass have done a little bit more? Could Will Smith have, stuck a hand out? Maybe gone to ground. Something to try and put the striker off a little bit. Let's try demand more. And, well, yeah. It's not been our day today. We did well, to be honest. I feared this happening in the first leg. We did well to keep ourselves in the tie for this second leg. But in the end, we've been proven to be very, very much second best of those two teams. No, that was horrible, boys. So first leg triumph, they did the first leg. That is almost irrelevant. Not the debut we would have wanted for Carmo, but hopefully there's more to come from him. We've got 25 grand after losing that semi-final, so we'll take it. Doesn't really do too much for us financially, but there we go. We'll be back to fight another year in the Carabao Cup, but right now, guys, wait there because we are getting ready to play Liverpool in the league, and hopefully we'll do a little bit better than that. Okay, welcome back. We're about to face Liverpool, but we have done a signing ready for next season, hopefully, for the Premier League. Boubakary Samare, I'm not quite sure how you would say that. I'll practice over the off-season. But 40.5 grand a week we're paying him. We've got him on a free transfer, obviously end of contract from Lille, I think. And let's have a quick look at him. Defensive midfielder. This is basically, I think, a bit of a long-term replacement for Mas Luongo. He's only 22. Where's he at right now? I think he's at Lille. Why can't I see where he is right now? Oh, Paderborn, he's in Germany. But you can see they're potentially very, very good. We can play him further forward in midfield or back, which will hopefully mean he will link up well with Mr. Tonali there. Quick look at exactly what he's been doing. He's on loan from Lille. Okay, that's where I got that from. He's never really excelled in the Bundesliga or League One, but I'm confident we've got a decent player there. Strong physically, strong mentally, not too bad technically, certainly in sort of the key stats you'd want him to have. So yeah, I'm excited to get him in next season. Like I say, hopefully he will be joining us in the Premier League. Let's have a quick look here what we're doing against Liverpool. You can see that we're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. This is what we're doing. We have got a few of the new boys involved in the match squad, if not in the starting 11. So Will Smith goes in goal. It's Penny, Camargo, I don't know where I'm getting Camargo from, Carmo, Worrell, and Matheson. Suter is on the bench for this one. The reason we're playing Matheson, despite the fact he's not been brilliant, he's quick. And we might need that against some of those Liverpool wingers. Tonali drops back in to be the deep-lying playmaker with Boussaïd, Marcondes, and Colkett in midfield. It's Tete and Shankland continuing up top. You can see we've got a few players that have played a lot of games recently. We're going to have to change this, aren't we? Boussaïd is absolutely knackered. So let's get Hannibal on for him, maybe. Colkett is tied. Oh, Jesus, I wasn't expecting to have to do this. So let's get, I guess, Reach on for him. And Shankland is also tied. Oh, no. All right, so let's get Maya. He's also tied. Oh, no. All right, well, Aarons can kind of play as a striker, can't he? So let's maybe take Boussaïd off the bench, switch them around, and yeah, well, that's not ideal, is it? Okay, so we can see the way both teams are lining up. It is a full-strength, or more or less full-strength Liverpool side, isn't it? So it's going to be very, very tough for us. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit closer to them than we did against Manchester City. Aarons is nervous playing up front. Perfect. Can we pump fists? No. So let's assertively say there's no pressure on you, because assertively saying no pressure obviously is the best way to tell someone that, isn't it? Can we get Aarons back? No, we can't. So we've got a nervous striker. And as we know, a nervous striker is usually very, very prolific in front of goal, aren't they? So that's, I'm sure, going to go fine for us. But let's see what we can do here. It is one of these games. It's one of those free hits, isn't it? If we take anything from this, it will be a bonus for us. This isn't our season, but it could certainly go a long way if we could manage to take a point towards, yeah, making it a nice season for us. Now, of course, we saw last episode against Manchester United. We were decent in the first half, and then it all went wrong in the second half. And are we going to about to see a penalty here? Van Dijk says he was pushed. We're checking for the VAR, and, well, there we go. We have given away a penalty. Tete is the guilty party in there. And Mo Salah is about to face Will Smith, and, well, let's hope Will Smith has got a save in him here. Come on, mate. Oh, he goes the right way. He goes early, but he didn't go far enough. And there we go, midway through the half, we're 1-0 down. Now, of course, it's all about making sure we can respond to this now and not go on a bit of a collapse. They're looking anxious. We've got a corner to defend, and we've just about managed it this time. Penny goes to close down Fabinho. Ball comes back in. Will Smith goes a long way. I think Camargo it was. There's the ball forward for Aarons. Now, Aarons is quick. He can dribble. Can he finish? He's got a... Oh, penalty ref. Penalty ref. Penalty ref. Penalty... Oh, have we got a penalty? He did lunge in kind of from behind it, Alexander-Arnold. He was in the penalty area. Could we get a penalty back? Come on, ref. Give it to us, mate. Give it to us. Come on. Come on. Oh. Well, VAR has not been our friend so far, has it? I tell you what, I thought that did look penalty-ish, didn't it? There's another ball in, and we're 2-0 down. Is it Adam Reach in there? He looks very guilty, doesn't he, walking away? And are we paying a little bit of a price here for putting out such a strong side against Manchester City? This game is basically 2 or 3 days later. I forget which one, but it's very much back-to-back games. And yeah, we just did enough in that first leg to tempt me into that second leg against City. Here we go with Matheson. Ball into the penalty area. It's an own goal, is it? It's gone in. I don't really care how it's gone in. It is a Fabinho own goal. And we're back to 2-1. We'll give him some praise. And, well, there we go. Game back on. We have scored a goal this episode, so that's nice, even if it was given to us. Matheson got forward, whipped in a great cross. Bit of confusion there between goalkeeper and defender. Aarons was in the vicinity. And, well, there we go. 2-1. And we haven't had a shot on goal yet. I mean, it takes class to do that. To score without actually trying to score. That's quality, isn't it? Look at that XG. All right. What do we say to that? Show me something different second half. Let's go with that. Everybody looks relatively motivated. Can we fist pump? We have faith in you. And I tell you what, is this working for us? In terms of subs, Shanklin's on the bench. We could look to bring him on. And we also have, of course, Patterson and Meyer as attacking players. Suter is looking nervous sitting there, so maybe not a game for him to make his debut. And to be honest, Matheson is not doing too bad, is he? Matheson's playing a 6.5. It's Penny on the other side that's letting us down. Hannibal's looking anxious in there. We've got him fired up. It's been a decent-ish second half. Can we get something from a corner? Worrell's there. Oh, it's headed away. Tonali with a second chance. Can he pick out a Wednesday shirt? Back post. Tete! Tete! Draws us level. It's 2-2. Benjamin Tete with his 4th of the season. Excellent, excellent work. And, well, are we going to come from 2 goals down and take something off Liverpool? That would be something, wouldn't it? Tonali got a second chance at it. Didn't mess it up. Tete's there, unmarked. Too much space. He plants his header perfectly into the back of the net. And, well, there we go. Aaron's on a booking. I'm going to say, let's get Shankland on for him. Reach is not having a great game. Neither is Emiliano in there. Can we do some individual talks? What do we want to say? Can we try a demand more? Reach, a demand more. Maybe we try and encourage him. Penny, a demand more. And we'll leave it at that. See if we get any sort of reactions from them. I mean, it's one of these now, isn't it? We would obviously take a point and run, if we, especially from 2-0 down. But, I mean, could we dare dream of more? Or, worst case scenario, could we find ourselves with nothing? Here come Liverpool forward. We don't really have another option to play as a defensive left back on the bench. Here we go. Come on, get a clean tackle. Tonali's been sent off, so that's not ideal, but I don't think it's a penalty. So we can just about deal with that. Now, Moncondes is having a poor game in there. Is it a case now, I think, we will bring Mas on for Tete. We'll stick him back in there. We'll do that. Ideally here, I'd like to take off Marcondes as well, who's not playing well. But I don't think we have the players available to us to do that. Could Shankland drop into midfield? Not really. So we'll go with this. We'll try and play them on the counter-attack with Shankland up there. Could Mayer play somewhere in midfield, I wonder? Not really. No, not really. We're trying too hard if we're doing that, aren't we? Okay, so we'll do that. We will be more disciplined from here, I think. We will. What else will we do? We'll try and slow it down, obviously. We will try and waste time like there is no tomorrow. We probably want to play at a tempo, don't we? Because we do want to try and hit them on the break if possible. We've just got to try and be hard to beat. And yeah, we've just got to kind of hope that we can hang on for a point now. And if we could do it with 10 men, well, that would be something. Virgil van Dijk over a free kick. And we're 3-2 down. Oh, that hurts. It's a stunning free. I don't know what Will Smith is doing. Oh, is it going to all fall in a heap for us now? Ball away. Hannibal's there. Hannibal goes past one. He's got Shankland with him. We're 2-on-2 at the back here. Can we make this work for us? Hannibal bends it. Oh, Hannibal's done it. What's a goal from Hannibal? The Manchester United player has got a third against Liverpool. Let's praise them for that. That was absolutely stunning. Goal of the season stuff from Hannibal Mabry. It's 3-3 with 10 minutes to play. Look at that. He couldn't have given it away more. He took an age to line it up, and he did not disappoint when he got there. All right. Patterson can play in midfield, can't he? So let's do that. Let's get Marcondes off, who's having an absolute nightmare there. Let's try and hang on here. Could we get a point against Liverpool against all the odds with 10 men? We've done it. That is a massive, massive point in our season. Hannibal Mabry, a star. Unfortunately, Tonali is going to be missing some games now, though. It's a second booking, isn't it? So it should just be a one-game ban. But boys, arms outstretched. That is superb. So, 10-man Sheffield Wednesday hold Liverpool to draw. We were 2-0 down. We were 3-2 down with 10 men. And still, somehow, we've managed to come back and take something from that game. Absolutely superb. Look at the league table, and that point could prove absolutely crucial. We are a point ahead of Southampton, but 2 games in hand, one of which we know is against Watford. Yeah, so, I mean, that Watford game, it's obviously not the entire season, but it's looking as though it's certainly going to be a big part of it, doesn't it? But that point against Liverpool, absolutely magnificent. That is a bonus, isn't it? A massive bonus. It was a bonus before the game. Having seen what happened during it, it's an even bigger bonus. I think what we'll do is we'll come back next time. Watford away, that is the game in hand. That is the big one. And then Brentford away as well. 2 games against the teams that we came up with last season. And well, if we can get the results there, then that would be a big, big step towards safety next season, wouldn't it? So that's it for today, though, guys. If you've enjoyed that, hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think of the new signings. We still have a few days to go in the window. We might try and get something else done, but yeah, wages are kind of going to make that difficult for us. But you never know. Maybe we can get something across the line. I'll see you next time, guys. Take care.